Let's see if that works. All right, parents. Excuse me. All right. I was thinking about what is the hardest thing when it comes to parenting our small children. And for me, I think it's consistency, right? Our toddlers display a behavior. We don't like that behavior. We need to redirect it. We might need to put them in timeout. That takes a lot of effort on our part and a lot of consistency. If we let it slide one time, it seems like we regress way back here, right? So even if we had some forward movement and we started to see some behavioral change, as soon as we start to get a little complacent and we stop being consistent, we see regression in behavior. And then we start to get a little frustrated. So I was thinking to myself this morning, how can I explain why and what consistency is? Why is it so important? And I think I came up with a way to do it. Hopefully you guys can follow along with me. And just maybe this simple change of view on how we think of consistency will change how we parent. So from a young age, we start learning rules, right? Rules that we don't even know that they're rules, but we start learning them. For example, we know that if we have one lemon and we get another lemon, we have two lemons. We learn from a very young age that 1 + 1 = 2. We learn that because that math rule is consistently taught to us over and over again. 1 + 1 = 2. But what would happen if all of a sudden someone started telling us 1 + 1 = 3? That makes no sense. That's confusing. That defies logic, goes against everything we were taught, everything we were consistently taught. So now we don't know what to expect. Does 1 + 1 = 2 or does it equal 3? We just don't. How confusing would it be to live in that cycle? Now, our adult logic tells us 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. But we have years and years and years of lived experience and people telling us 1 + 1 will always equal 2. Years and years of experience has taught us 1 + 1 = 2. When we have our toddlers 2 through 4 misbehaving and not following our rules and we are feeling really frustrated, we need to stop, take a look at ourselves and think, oh my, what kind of rules have we taught them in their lived experience? Okay, because they've only been alive for a short amount of time compared to you and I. So have we taught them that 1 + 1 = 2? Or have we taught them that sometimes 1 + 1 = 2, and then other times 1 + 1 = 3? If we don't stay consistent with our expectations and our boundary setting for our kids, they don't know what to expect. Now, we can make this relatable on a personal level. I'll share a story. My husband, all week long, is telling me, honey, I'm going to be home early from work. You can expect me to be home early. Honey, I'm going to be home early. The first night, he doesn't come home early. Okay, comes home, I'm sorry, tomorrow I'm going to be home early. So tomorrow, he does come home early. He's early, we have a nice evening, I'm able to cook a good dinner, everybody sits at the table and we eat. The next day, I'm going to be home early again. He does. I'm happy, the kids are happy. The following day, honey, I told you all week I'm going to be home early from work. Well, he came home late. And now I feel confused and now I don't know whether to believe him. And I'm always in this area of not knowing. So when you tell me you're going to be home early, but then you don't come home early, I just stay confused and I feel really unsettled. And I think that's a feeling a lot of us can relate to as adults. When we don't know what to expect, It makes us uncomfortable. Our toddlers feel the same way. When they don't know what to expect, when the rules are constantly changing, they feel unsettled. You aren't giving them the opportunity to learn the rules without utilizing consistency. I know parenting is hard work, but honestly, it's going to be hard work until they're adults and independent on their own, right? The journey changes. Our parenting journey will change as they grow and as they develop into teenagers. The challenges are just new. There are always going to be difficulties in your parenting journey, and that's okay. But actively working on them, actively engaging and trying these techniques, well, it's our ultimate hope to make that journey a little bit easier, right? To help you raise well-adjusted children and help you adjust your ideas of what parenting is. So I hope this little lesson in consistency helps, just to kind of make it more relatable and make it make more sense. Like, why are we constantly being told, be consistent with your kids? You have to be consistent. I know that comes out of probably your parent educators' mouths quite a bit. So hopefully my little lesson with lemons helps. Let me know if it didn't. Oops. If it didn't help, sorry. If you'd like to see more videos talking about different parenting things, drop me a comment, send an email to your parent educator, get the word back to me. I will talk about more stuff if you find this valuable. All right, hopefully this is good. Have a great day. It's Friday, and we'll be talking to you next week. Bye, guys.